Okay, hello to you. In this tutorial, we're going to be on the key of C sharp, and I'm going to be explaining the 251, my 251 gospel approach, and let's see how far we can go. All right. So 251. What is 251? 251 is simply a passing chord. So on the key of E flat, D C sharp, we have our one, our two, our three, our four, our five, six, seven, and octave eight. Our two chord on the norm is like this, which is our two, our four, and our six. All right. This is your E flat minor. This is your E flat minor, and normally you play it over the E flat as your two. To go to your five, you can go to your G sharp major. So we have on my left, we have G sharp. On my right, I have G sharp. I have C, and I have E flat. Then to my one, this is my C sharp major, but I'm playing the second inversion. The second inversion is my 5-1-3. All right, instead of 1-3-5, which is my root, I'm playing my 5-1-3. Okay, so over my one. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining some gospel 251 approaches I use, and the first I'm going to talk about is my dominant E minor. All right. So what is it all about? This is actually going to play as my two. Now, if you look very carefully, you notice that it's simply the two have been I played earlier on, but I added the C sharp, which on E flat major scale is actually the dominant. All right. So it's going to be my two now. The two we serve as play as E flat, F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. Then on my left, I'm going to not just going to play my D. Like you can play your two on your left as this. You can add a fifth, or you can play it this way. This is actually still the D sharp minor, or E flat minor, but I'm spacing out. All right. So instead of this, I bring the F sharp here. So it gives you this sound. So you're playing this two instead of this one. You can see here now it's kind of sounds more spacey and full. Some people they love to add play it like this, but if you cannot stretch, you can simply play it like this, or you can still play it like this. All right, so we'll go with this. All right, so what would serve as my five? Remember, all these are gospel approaches. All right, so my five is going to be simple on the left, on the right hand. So this is my two. I'll flatten my third note and bring it down to A, from A sharp to A. This is actually my F sharp minor. This is actually my F sharp minor at 6. All right. Good. So, that will serve as my 5 on my right hand. Then on my left, I'm simply just going to play the 5 octave if you like. Some people play something like I think sometimes this for those who are advanced. Play something like this. You can try. You can try, but that's not what I'm teaching today. So you can just do. All right. So all together we have this 2, 5. I say you can do this, or just play. All right, then my one. Originally, you can play it like this, or like this, or like this. Anyone? So I prefer using this or this, depending. But let me use this. So this is simply your F minor. This is simply your F minor. But I'm adding the 5 on the F major scale to this. That's what I'm actually doing. Then on my left hand, I'm simply playing my C sharp at 2. Okay, so all together we have this 2, 5, and we have 1. Okay, very good. So I'm going to add an arpeggio to this. I love using arpeggio. So the arpeggio I'm going to play is simply this. So it goes from F, G sharp, A sharp, and then here I have C, F, G sharp, and C. So it goes, so again, again. All right. So on, if you go back to the first one I showed you, this is the normal one people play. 2, 5, 1. But now we now made it as 2, 5. I think I did something like this. Then we now made it as 1, and I did. Alright, so that's the first instance of your 2-5-1. The second one, example I'm going to be showing is the normal gospel progression people know. 2 and 5. Alright. And then we'll play an arpeggio. So let's talk about the 2 first. So the 2 is this. What's this 2? The 2 on my left hand is simply my E flat major. These are E flat major at 2. Alright, so this is the chord. Or you can call it your E flat sus 2. But I'm bringing the 2 here. I'm talking that's on the E flat major scale. Alright, so it's simply your E flat, your B flat, and your F, which is actually on the key of C sharp, is your 2, 5, and your 3. Okay, originally it's supposed to be like this, but I prefer playing like this. All right. Okay, so then on my right hand, what I'm having here is my F sharp major 7th chord, which is my F sharp, B flat, C sharp, and F, which is your fa, la, do, and mi. Okay, so it will serve as my 2 when I combine it to my left hand. Very good. It will serve as my 2. And one thing we should know is that when people start advancing, you notice that you can actually combine major chords on the right with minor chords on the left. Take for instance, I want to play my 1. Originally, my 1 on my left hand is a major triad, and I'm supposed to play a major triad here. But if I'm going to play the 3rd of my 1, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to play the 3rd of my 1, which is this, which actually is F minor. So I can actually combine them. So that's where you have this chord. That's where this chord came from. There this one's comes from. The same thing on the F. Let me say I want to play my 2. I can combine. This is the 3rd The third one, the third is your F sharp. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to combine. I'm going to play. I want to play my two. So instead of playing 2/2, I'm going to be playing 4/2, which is give you something like this, which you can now advance to something. So that's the school of thought anyway. So let's go back to where we were. We're here. Two. This will serve as my two. I'm going to play my five as this. All right. Then this chord is simply my D major, actually. My D major over my G sharp. So we have, all right. There are many variations I can use for my five here. I think I can decide to play this. Yeah, I can decide to play this as my five. But for now, let's use this. Now, this is my two, my five, sorry, or this. Then I'm going to play an arpeggio. That arpeggio is simply my D, my dominant D minor, but I inverted it to this. And I play my F sharp and my G sharp. So we have, then this now will serve as my one. This arpeggio for my one is simply my 1, 2, 3, and my sus2. All right, we're just adding the 5 here. So let me go back to the 5 again. Remember, or let me start from the top. Remember, we have our 2 as this. So this is what I did. We played our 5 as this, or we say we can play it as, I think, this, or I think this. Yeah, this is what we did. So we have 2, we have 5, and then we have the arpeggio for 5, which is this. This is it. So we did it as all right. Then my one arpeggio is this.